You don't need to remove the plastic fairings that go around the seat. We only took those off so you can see the install easier. To begin the installation, you're going to need the following tools: a 6mm hex, a 13mm wrench. For hardware, you're going to need 2 of your 20mm socket head bolts, 2 of your lock nuts, 4 washers, and then the thick flat plate. Take one of your bolts and a washer, put it through one of these top holes. It's then going to go through here. Then you're going to put a washer on the back side, and then the nut. Then do the same thing on the other side. We're going to start to tighten it, and once it has some tension, we're going to slide this plate up and then tighten it all the way. For the next step, you're going to need 2 M820 bolts, the 1 M16 bolt, 3 washers, 3 lock nuts. You're going to need your thin bent brace. You're going to need for tools a 6mm hex and a 13mm wrench. And the way this is going to work, the bent brace is going to go behind the thick bracket. These 2 holes are going to line up with these. And then the hole at the other end of the bent brace, you'll be able to see the hole if you look straight down through the front of the seat. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a 20mm with a washer on it. And then we're going to put a nut on the other side. Take another 20 with a washer. Put a nut on the other side. And then we're going to do the same thing with the 16 and a washer. The easiest way to get the bolt and washer into position, I've found, is to feed it up from underneath over the plate and then grab it from the top and put it through the hole. It might take a few tries, but this is about the easiest way we've found. You may find that it's easier to do it from one side versus the other, but once you get the bolt and the washer through, you can go ahead and put your lock nut on. Then take your 13mm wrench and your 6mm hex, and you can tighten it up. Then you can go back and tighten up these 2 bolts right here. For the next part of the installation, we're going to be attaching the 2 large legs. And to do this, you're going to need all 4 of the larger M10 bolts. There's 2 different sizes. There's a pair of 16s and there's a pair of 25s. The 25s are the longer ones. Those ones are going to be going in the 2 bottom holes, and then the 16s are going to be going in the top holes. You're also going to need your last 4 washers. For tools, you're only going to need an 8mm hex. Take one of your legs and one of the longer bolts, put it through the bottom, screw it into the bottom hole on the leg. And then take the smaller bolt and put it through the top hole with the washer. And we're only trying to make it hand tight. We're not going to use any tools at this time. Take your other leg, the longer bolt, then take the shorter bolt and put it through the last hole. Now you're going to need your luggage rack. For hardware, you're going to need the 4 flathead screws. And what you're going to do is you're going to lay your luggage rack on top and start threading in the bolts. Then take a 5mm hex and tighten these up. This will orient the legs and get them in position, and then you can go back and tighten up the legs. And then to tighten up the legs, you're going to need an 8mm hex.